Hello and welcome back to MultiVendorX. Today's video will be all about the subscription product. When you want to have products or services that can be periodically supplied and customers pay in advance for the arrangement and cancels at any point when needed, is the time you need to have subscription products. Before proceeding further with the subscription products, we need to keep in mind that both the MultiVendorX Pro and WooCommerce Subscription needs to be installed and activated. Now let's see how we can go about that. From the admin dashboard, navigate to MultiVendorX and from there go to Modules. Once redirected, then go to Marketplace Types and enable the subscription product option to allow the vendor to upload a subscription product. Now let's have a look how the vendor can upload a subscription product from their dashboard. Navigate to Add Product page under the Product Manager and then follow our patent way of adding the product which we have been following for long. As always, as a product title, description and upload a proper image for the particular subscription product. Select subscription from the drop-down menu of the product type. Once done, you will notice that few fields are added under the General tab. Let's see one by one. In the General tab, set the subscription price that you will charge every day, week, month or year. After your customer has signed up for a plan, the Expire After field allows you to end a subscription after a specific amount of time. Subscription for subscription products with the value in this field have a maximum length, after which they expire and are no longer active. When a subscription plan has signed a fee and no fee trial period, the very first payment is the total of the sign-up fee and price per period. In simple terms, if a customer signs up for a plan for the first time, he or she will be charged with the sign-up fee. Free trial, as the name suggests, is the time you provide your customers for a demo of your product. Technically, an optional period of time to wait before charging the first recurring payment. Any sign-up fee will still be charged at the outset of the subscription. Sale price. You can also set the sale price for the subscription product and can also schedule it by clicking here, enter the schedule date by clicking here on the calendar. The downloadable section in the General tab appears only if downloadable is checked. Here you can add your files that will be available after purchase. Downloaded limit and downloaded expiry are to be set. Click on Add File to add more files for download. As the rest of the tabs are all the same, I don't want to bore you again by giving the description of each tab. But for your knowledge, the shipping can be an optional tab depending whether it is a digital virtual product or not. In this tab, you can configure the weight and dimensions of the product as an entirely and set the shipping class for the product. Additionally, shipping for subscription products is normally charged on the initial order and all renewal orders enabling. One-time shipping will be charged once on the initial order. Now let's switch to the variable subscription. After adding all the necessary details regarding the products such as the title, description and the image of the product, select variable from the drop-down menu of the product type. As always, tabs are already discussed in detail in our previous videos, so we'll jump straight to the tab which is important for our variable product. That is the Attribute and the Variation tab. Attributes. Define a product. You can either add a new attribute that was not previously created or can choose from a predefined global list of attributes set by the admin. Let's have a look how you can manually add an attribute. Name the attribute, for example, size. Set values separated by a vertical pipe, that is small, medium or large. Enable the Visible on the Product page checkbox. Enable the Use for Variations checkbox. Mind you, this tab is important. check on the plus icon to add more attributes in the same way it was added in the previous steps. Now, for adding a preset attribute, select the attribute from the product types drop-down. Now click on Add to add the preset attributes. Keep repeating the same steps in order to add more preset attributes. Now, add the variations in the respective tabs. For that, make sure after adding all the attributes, you have enabled the option Use for Variations Only. In the created variations, you can upload an image. If enabled is checked, the variation will show on the front end. This settings is checked by default. If Manage Stocks remain unchecked, only the Stock Statuses option is visible in the Inventory tab, and the single product page will only display the stock status if set to out of stock. And you will be responsible for updating the stock status manually. However, if Manage Stock is enabled, these options are visible. Stock Quantity. On updating the stock quantity, WooCommerce auto-manages the inventory and auto-updates the stock statuses as stock, out of stock or on back orders. Allow back orders. Whether or not to allow back orders, that is, order even after out of stock. You can add separate SKUs for each variation in this SKU field. The very first payment is the total of the sign-up fee and price per period. In simple terms, if a customer signs up for a plan for the first time, he or she will be charged with the sign-up fee. Free trial, again as the name suggests, is the time you provide your customers for a demo of your product. Technically, an optional period of time to wait before charging the first recurring payment. Any sign-up fee will still be charged at the outset of the subscription. Set the subscription price that you will charge every day, week, monthly, and yearly after your customer has signed up for a plan. The expired after field allows you to end a subscription after a specific amount of time. Subscription for subscription products with a value in this field have a maximum length after which they expire and are no longer active. You can also add a sale price and schedule the time for the same. Lastly, you can add an optional description for each variation in the description box itself. So this was all about the whole subscription product. Take your time and try to configure them by your end. With this, we have come to the end of our video. If you like the tutorial, then do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel. Click on to the small red bell to get notified whenever we post a new video. Thank you for watching.